If you absolutely suck with the Vandal, no worries, I have an Immortal Vandal training routine that you can use to hit shots like this with your Vandal.
That makes
Last
three.
one side, you guys ready? Where you at?
Yeah, there's
I'll do
two.
a sexy eye.
Flashing.
Blinding.
Where are?
Last player standing.
Lane.
One enemy
My ult
remaining.
is ready.
Now, the first thing I want you to do is go into the practice range. This first exercise is for all ranks. We want to spawn in the 50 or 100 bot elimination task. If you are training and plan on being in the range for the next hour, then spawn in the 100 bots. If you are just warming up and only plan to be in the range for the next 30 minutes or so, spawn in 50 bots. Once the bots are spawned, you want to come all the way to the side over here. Once we are here, we want to start shooting the bots, but in a certain way. We want to work on our first shot accuracy in this exercise. So aim at the first bot, shoot the bot with a burst, and then allow yourself to process where the next bot has spawned. Once we know where the next bot is, we want to flick to that general area as fast as possible. If we overflick or underflick, that's okay, because we can always readjust our crosshair to the bot's head. As soon as our crosshair is on the bot's head, we want to shoot. We cannot allow ourselves to second guess our aim here. Trust that you will kill the bot since your crosshair is on its head and shoots. Now, while you are switching between target to target, you do not want to stand completely still. You want to add a small strafe since we want to practice good gunfight hygiene and remain a hard target to kill for the enemies. If you are gold and below, taking a full step or two is perfectly fine since you are building the foundations of your mechanics. But for anyone who is platinum to diamond, you only want to take a one step maximum, so you can flick onto the next target quicker. If you're ascendant or higher, you don't even want to allow yourself to take a full step since your crosshair should be on the next target within a fraction of a second. Gold and below will look like this. Platinum to diamond will look like this. Ascendant and higher will look like this. Do this exercise a few times depending on how long you want to be in the range for. You can use the time it takes you to eliminate all the bots as a benchmark. So just make sure to comment those below after a week of doing this exercise. This second exercise is mainly for players who are iron to diamond. This exercise is meant to help you become better at aiming at smaller targets without whiffing. You want to spawn in the 50 or 100 bot elimination. Again, this depends on how long you are planning to be in the range for. Next, you're going to want to shoot the start button and then back up all the way to this back wall here. The purpose of this training is to get us used to one-tapping small targets, which is why we want to stand back here so the bots' heads are as small as they can be. Once we are back here, follow the same rules as above. If you are iron to gold, take 2 steps before shooting to allow your crosshair to be on the target's head. If you are platinum to diamond, only take 1 step maximum. The only exception to take more than 1 step is if the bot is out of your sight. But as soon as the bot is in your sight, you can only take 1 step. After that, your crosshair needs to be on the bot's head. Gold and below will look like this. Platinum to diamond will look like this. Now, before we get on with the higher elo training, quick side note. Tracker is great, but if you want more in-depth stats to truly help you improve, use the Guides Insight application. You are able to get insanely in-depth stats about your gameplay, and the app interprets the stats for you. You can see what your strengths and weaknesses are, easily compare which agents you're performing better on, and it also refers to you high-quality coaching videos to help you improve your stats depending on which ones you are struggling with. Sign up for the closed beta today. Details can be found below in the description. Now, this third exercise is mainly for players in the higher ranks, Ascendant to Radiant. This exercise will allow you to build optimal control over the spray transfers of your Vandal for close to medium range fights. I saw Zito doing this exercise on stream and I wanted to break it down for you all here. With this one, we just want to spawn in the normal practice bots. Once they are spawned, choose to focus on the 2 bots that are to your most left or most right. For this example, I will be focusing on the 2 bots that are to my most left. Let's line our crosshair up with the first bot's head. Once we are ready, shoot the first bot quickly within your first 2 bullets. As soon as we eliminate the first bot, I want you to immediately flick over to the second bot while holding down your spray. Once we have killed the 2 most left bots, strafe and quickly find the next 2 bots to perform this on. Once you have identified your next 2 bots, make sure your first 2 bullets hit the first bot's head. Then transfer your spray over to the second bot, completing the set. It's super important that we kill these 2 bots within the first 7 bullets of our spray, since any bullet after this will come out in random horizontal patterns. The faster you eliminate the first bot, the easier your spray transfer will be. Make sure to start off close at first, and as you get better, you can back up over time. Increments to go by are 10 meters, 15 meters, and then 20 meters. Do this exercise a few times depending on how long you want to be in the range for. As a benchmark, complete 10 sets at a time and keep count of how many sets you mess up on. So if you are messing up on 7 out of 10 of your sets, you have a lot of work to do. But if you have only messed up on 2 out of 10 of your sets, then you have got some pretty clean spray transfers. But with all that being said, you all will become Vandal Masters after a few weeks of doing these exercises. Watch this video next to improve your skills in Valorant, and well, deuce everyone.